might have noticed some changes to the Oval Office since President Trump moved back in. Specifically, more and more gold. Ornaments on the walls and adorning the fireplace. Door frames outlined in gold paint. This is what the Oval Office looked like at the end of Joe Biden's presidency. The fireplace mantel long adorned with potted ivy. But just 2 weeks into President Trump's second term, the ivy was gone, replaced by small gold urns, a dessert tray, one object resembling a trophy. Now, fast forward 6 months later, the gold is everywhere. On the coffee table, gold drink coasters, and a thick gold paperweight with Trump stamped on the side. Gold-covered cherubs above the doorframe. And to the shock of historic preservationists, the gold paint now even gilding the classic decorative plaster on the ceiling. Gold now glistening on the fireplace grate. But what if all that glitters is not really gold? Rumors abound that the painter imported from Mar-a-Lago to gild the lily, as it were, used fake gold paint because it's much shinier than the real thing. Hard to say. We would ask, but it's probably a state secret.
Hey, Shalom, brother. Shalom. This is Brother Rahawad of GMS Toronto, coming back with another one. I want to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. And salute to the elder apostle, Tahar, because he coined Trump Nero. And this is literally Nero back in the reincarnation, right? If you know anything about Nero, he's mostly known for that great fire, right? That great fire that he blamed on the Israelites. That was 64 CE, right? And after the great fire, he builded something known as the Damas. Let's get it. 1 second. Now, this is the Damas Aurea. If I'm pronouncing it correctly, it says the Damas Aurea, or Golden House. Golden House, Emperor Nero's colossal palace built in Rome after the Great Fire of 64 AD. Okay? Known for its opulent gold decoration, extensive gardens, and innovative architectural features. What is Trump known for? Is Trump not known for his architecture? Right? When you go into his different buildings, all the different buildings that he built, right? Like the what's his shit called? The Trump Tower. I think he has like the Trump Tower or some shit like that, but that's literally what Trump is known for. Or the Mar-a-Lago, right? That's how he designs his hotels. His hotels are designed to be very opulent, okay, or lavish, a lot of gold, and that's how he designed the Oval Office. Okay, it says built in Rome after the Great Fire of 64 AD, known for its opulent gold decoration, extensive gardens, innovative architectural features like a revolving dining room, right? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're not going to go into that. Let's go back to the video real quick just so you can see.
Might have noticed some changes to the Oval Office since President Trump moved back in.
All that gold, right? Look at all that gold, right? And you could even Google it yourself, or even ask chat if this is reminiscent of ancient Rome, and it actually is. And when you compare the two men, when you compare Nero and Trump, they actually have the same personality, right? Because they both have that public spectacle. They use public spectacle. That's what Nero used to gain favor with the people, right? Or grand games, right? That's what Trump is known for. He's known for his pageants. Okay, Miss America, or some shit like that, or how to be a million. No. You're fired. I can't remember his TV show, right? Something like that, right? So grand games, musical performances, and dramatic appearances. That's how Trump moves, right? To maintain control and shape public perception. That this is describing both men, right? It says Trump rallies television persona and social media use use serve a similar function in modern democratic form. Politics as theater, right? That's exactly what they do. It says both blurred the line between being a leader and a celebrity. The same people turning governing or governance into a spectacle to maintain loyalty and fascination. That's what this man does, right?
Specifically, more and more gold. Ornaments on the walls and adorning the fireplace. Door frames outlined in gold paint. This is what the Oval Office looked like at the end of Joe Biden's presidency. The fireplace mantel long adorned with potted ivy. But just 2 weeks into presidency...
And if you know anything about the Ivy or the Ivy League, right? The Ivy plant goes back to Bacchus, right? Because when you graduate from a Ivy League, right, an Ivy League school, you leave with what? Your baccalaureate degree, which goes back to Bacchus. Which what happens at these Ivy League schools? Drunken orgies. Okay, so that's just a reminiscence of his God. Trump is letting you know he goes back to his Roman God, his Roman self, or his Roman persona when he was Nero.
In Trump's second term, the ivy was gone, replaced by small gold urn. It's a dessert tray.
See? This is all Roman. This is all Roman style. This is stylized just like Rome. Right? And see him and Netanyahu, they're doing the red and the blue. Right? They're doing the order ab chaos, right? The opposite coming together, just like the black and the white checkered board. The blue and the red come together to create purple or create enlightenment. Right? These men, they're both enlightened or they're privy to the secrets. Right?
One object resembling a trophy. Now fast forward 6 months later, the gold is everywhere. On the coffee table, gold drink coasters, and a thick gold paper.
Now the internet's acting up. What's going on? It's hilarious. Hey, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and 11, and it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And the only reason why I'm bringing out the scripture is because a lot of times these people do things in code, right? Just like that ivy plant, right? When they have that ivy plant, people might just be like, oh, that's so nice. It's just an ivy plant. No, it's deeper than that, right? When you see two world leaders, international leaders wearing a red tie and a blue tie, that's on purpose. That's purposeful. It's not just happenstance. It's not just happening because they didn't just wake up and say, oh yeah, I'm thinking of just wearing red. No, it's all organized. It's all planned. Those two men are basically television personalities. Everything they do for TV. Right? They understand how to play with the mind of the people. It's all psychological to them. This is psychological warfare, right? But we're also privy to the secrets of spiritual things as well through the Most High, through the Rakah Kodash, right? That's why our elder apostle Tahar was able to read the spirit of this devil, right? Trump, and know that he's Nero. Right? And is he not coming as Nero? Right? We're literally living in the time of Jacob's trouble, right? Just like Nero, right? Did Nero not blame the Israelites for the atrocities that was happening at that time, even though it was all spectacle, it was all a setup for that fire, right? He blamed the Israelites, just like what Trump is doing. Trump is blaming the far left. Who's the far left? You so-called Israelites. Who are you liberals? Who are the feminists? You so-called black women. Who are you so-called black men? You black men, you are part of these different movements, these far left movements like Black Lives Matter, BLM. Okay? So when Trump is blaming the far left for the degradation of society, he's blaming you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? So when he's talking about making America great again, he's talking about making America great again by deportation. Deportation of who? Of the Latin tribes, which he has done through his Gestapos, who is what? ICE, right? He's also going to make America great again by cleaning up what? The inner cities and the gangs. Who's that talking about? You so-called Negroes. Okay? You guys keep playing around, man. Keep playing. Now this is Revelation 12 and 12. And this scripture and this chapter keeps coming out. And it's going to continue to come out. Right? And it reads, therefore, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. A short time of what? Of rulership. And a short time of what? The MOTB. Right? They say never waste a good crisis. Never. And the best crises that ever happened in 2020. That was the greatest crises in human history, right? Where they got you people to take something, right? They got you to take a snake bite. They got you to drink their juice and their Kool-Aid, right? They locked down the whole globe. And you people went back. You took one, you took two, okay? And you destroyed yourself. And you were used as pawns, right? And the devil is coming back again to bring that MOTB, which is going to fulfill what? Prophecy, right? No man might buy or sell save he that has the mark of the beast, okay? So you Negroes, get ready, man.
Door frames outlined in gold paint. This is what the Oval Office looked like at the end of Joe Biden's presidency. The fireplace mantel long adorned with potted ivy. But just 2 weeks into President Trump's second term, the ivy was gone, replaced by small gold urns.
Hey, and it actually looks more like Greco-Roman, right? That Greco-Roman stylized gold, right? But it's Roman as well.
It's a dessert tray, one object resembling a trophy. Now fast forward 6 months later, the gold is everywhere, on the coffee table, gold drink coasters, and a thick gold
What the hell's going on?
paperweight with Trump stamped on the side. Gold-covered cherubs above the door frame.
Yeah, that's Rome. That's just Rome. That's a Roman stylized art, Greco-Roman, right? That's how they used to design. All you got to do is go and study it for yourself, man. Go and research. Do research, you'll see it, right? Our Prime Minister, Carney, is there now, right? They're doing videos in the Oval Office. You'll see all the gold yourself, man. All right, so I just wanted to do a quick lesson on that because I seen Carney. And I seen Trump, and I'm just like, damn, the Oval Office looks like a Roman style, right? So I just wanted to do that quickly, man, because man, our elder apostle Tahar is always on point, man. Hey, shalom, right? Until next time, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakudash. Double honors unto the elders and elder apostles of GMS that rule well and that teach well. And to the brothers on the four corners of the earth, doing this work in truth and in sincerity, only the elect, only the 144,000 and the 1/3. Shalom to you and to you only.